I'm gonna try to give you guys 35 tips for streaming on Twitch or just content creation in general in 10 minutes. I'm gonna try not to ramble. I just ramble, okay? I'm sorry. However, we're gonna go ahead and start off with number one, turn follower only chat off. There's literally no reason for you to have it. No one knows you, so no one's going to sit there and follow you to try to get to know you. Just turn it off. There's no reason for it. It actually hurts your growth instead of helping it. Number two, play games in the mid-sized player base. Don't shoot for the top 10 streamed games on Twitch for growth. If you're focused on growth, it's not gonna help your growth if you play the top 10, although it might help your mental. Kind of weigh that the way that it is. Number three, create content elsewhere and bring it into Twitch. You're not gonna grow on Twitch by streaming on Twitch. Create content on the other platforms and bring them in, which also brings me into another point is stream less than the amount of time you spend making content. So make content as a content creator. Plan, make, create, edit your content, and then stream. But this goes into the next point, which is everyone's content is bad at first. Just keep going. You're gonna find that groove later on, but your content's gonna be pretty bad at first. It might not be. If you don't like your content, that means you have taste. It just means your ability to make the content isn't as up to par as your taste is. So keep making content and it will get there eventually. This is one that a lot of people aren't gonna like. You need a webcam. You're 10 times more likely to make it with a webcam. People want to know you, want to see you. If you don't want a webcam, that's fine, but you're just making it harder on yourself. Stop mimicking other streamers. Find streamers that you like and that you associate with and that kind of like have the same vibe as you. Yoink and twist. If you like something that someone's doing it, take it and twist it to be your own thing, but be your own person. This one, a lot of people probably, it's gonna hit them a little bit home. Giveaways don't do anything. Stop doing them so often. Giveaways will get you followers, yes. They will not get you community members. Stop doing it. Put the money elsewhere. Which kind of leads you into don't focus so much on the money. If your entire intent on streaming is just to make money, you're starting out the gate wrong. It's not gonna do well. Your mental's gonna tank and you're just not gonna make money for a long time. So just don't think about it that way. Focus on growth and then the money will come. This leads you into another one. Just stop doing follow for follower. Following just to follow does nothing. It doesn't, follow for follower does nothing. It does literally nothing. Same thing with like raid for raid and host for host. It does literally nothing. It doesn't create a community. It doesn't create engagement. Stop, just stop. When you do get follows, Twitch is really like Twitch's main purpose is engagement and being able to connect to somebody on a one-to-one basis. So when you do get followers and you do get viewers, treat them as people. Don't treat them as a number. They're people. Like foster that growth, foster that community, foster that friendship. And I guarantee you they'll stay around. They'll come around back, learn their names, learn what they like to do. It's a community, not a number. With that, be genuine, be yourself. No one wants that fake hype train, hype beast. I think people are getting a little bit sick of the fake, like the fakeness. Just be you, be comfortable. They'll gravitate towards you. Find your people, be yourself. This is a little bit more when it comes to tech stuff. Stream at 720 unless you're a partner. Stop streaming at 1080, stop streaming at 9, whatever. You are not guaranteed to get the bandwidth. So if you are streaming at 1080, not everyone's gonna be able to watch you and they're just gonna go somewhere else. So stream at 720, I stream at 720 and the quality's fine. This is about sponsors. Sponsors are interesting when you're just starting out. People are always gonna be like the Rogue Energy or like Gamer Goo. There's a bunch of other ones where they're like, they sponsor you, right? So they give you a creator code just to put like their stuff on screen. Stop. They're just using you. They're literally just using you. Know your worth. Know your worth. Your worth is better than that. Yes, your branding is important. You want to have a good branding, but a lot of streamers that I have noticed is when they're not getting traction, they rebrand. If they're not getting the views, they rebrand. They fixate way too much on their brand. If you're going to rebrand, don't just change all the time because people aren't gonna stick with you. They're not gonna realize that it's the same person. I'm probably gonna say this a lot until you guys realize that make a schedule. A schedule is very, very important. Fit yourselves into their routine. Have some time that you can tell somebody, hey, I'm going to be live this time every week, whether it's 1 day or 5 days a week. Keep a schedule. Stick to it. Alerts in streaming are also very important. They show whether you're professional or whether you're just kind of doing it for fun, which if you're just doing it for fun, that's fine. There's a lot of websites out there that do free professional looking alerts and stuff like that, like Owned. Also, if you're going to do overlays, don't do the big chonky overlays with like all of this stuff. They need to be sleek and slim and not distract too much because they look cheap. They look not super professional. keep them sleek and slim, and you'll do great. Streaming is one of those things where it's kind of like you have to put a lot of motivation into it, and if you're not motivated to do it, it can definitely tank. If you need a time or a day off or whatever, take the day off. But you've got to remember that if you're taking the day off, someone else is streaming. So if you're taking the day off, you better make sure that you are doing content elsewhere. Always be moving forward while you take your step back and kind of breathe a little bit. Rotate that creativity. Follow numbers mean nothing. They mean literally nothing. Focus on the viewers. Focus on the people that are there, your community members, because they're not just a number. They are like actual people. You can have a followage goal. It's cool to have that. That's fine. But like, if that's all you're focused on, you're doing it 100% wrong. Focus on the viewer, not the follower. If you are having trouble kind of like retaining people, or you're just having like really weird peaks and stuff like that, go back and watch your VODs. If you are having a really tough time watching your VOD, it sounds like there's a lot of dead space. It sounds like there's a lot of silence. It'll teach you very quickly what you need to change and what you've done right. We said this in our last video, make interesting titles. It's one of the only ways on Twitch that people can actually like, are gonna click on you. Twitch doesn't have a lot of discoverability. Just make those first 36 characters something that really shows off who you are. As best as it can. Twitch just added a bunch of new tags. Use your tags. Your tags are actually really huge. They just added a bunch of tags that people actually use to kind of dial down who they want to watch in a category. So get as specific as you can with those tags. Also, Twitch pushes live notifications to your viewers' phones. Give them something that they're gonna want to click on and then reply to in your stream. It just creates another layer of engagement and something they want to do. Also, another like community thing is better TTV and franker faces give you extra emotes. I don't actually think you can use these on iOS right now, but you can use, I know BTTV on like Androids and stuff like that, but it gives you extra emote slots if you're not a partner, or even if you are a partner, you can give it on top of that. Now that you've got all of these people, or at least you have like a start of a community, right? Build a Discord. Discord is a place that you can continue to grow and foster those relationships outside of stream and outside of like your other content on a 1-to-1 or 1 to 19, 20, 100, 500, however many people you have in your community. Foster those relationships a little bit better. You can also use this Discord to do like community events, or watch movies, or have games, or anything like that to continue those community relationships. As an affiliate or partner, you can run pre-roll ads, 120-second pre-roll ad, and you get 40 minutes of no ads for anybody that comes into your stream. Use those because a lot of people will come into your stream, notice an ad, they don't know you, they're not gonna stick around, and they're gonna leave. Run those. I start running them every hour, on the hour, at least the last 20 minutes, alongside with the viewage. Turn off your viewer count on your side. You don't want to see it. All it does will tank your mentality. You'll never focus on the highs. You'll only focus on the lows, and you'll focus on people leave and why they leave, and that'll actually make you lose more viewers. You don't need to know that information until after the stream in your analytics. Also, stop having dead space. Get good DMCA free music. Also, figure out what DMCA really means. It's not really a Twitch problem. It's more of a record label problem. Find good DMCA free music. I actually have a playlist. I'll put it down below. It fills that background. It's not just elevator music either. It fills that background when you're not talking. Stop bouncing between games. If you're not going to play a game for an entire week, you're only going to play like once here and then switch to the next game the next day, and then the next day switch to the next game. It's really hard to grow in variety streams. It's really hard to grow in variety streams. So just stick to one game for a little bit, and maybe you can throw in a new game every once in a while, but just stay around the same games for a while. It's really hard to grow if you don't. We said this a second ago, but remember to treat viewers as people. They're not a number. Viewers are people. Treat them as a human being that you want to see them. It's not just a chatter in your chat. They are a human being. Now we're gonna get into a little bit more of like tech stuff. You can make any mic you have just about sound like a professional mic with Reaper plugins. I'll make a video on this later, but there are only 3 plugins that you need to. It's super easy to download. It's free. You throw them into OBS and it's done. Super, super easy. Also, your camera is not why you look bad. It's your lighting. Fix your lighting first, then go to camera if you can't get the lighting right. Stop thinking that channel points are bad for you. Channel points are not just a small streamer thing. It's really crucial for engagement. I actually just literally like 2 days ago added a new thing, but you get like 300 points when someone follows your channel. If they join their channel and they're there for a little bit, they'll have like 300-ish points. Make a little one that's like 200 points that says like, hi, I'm new. It's super easy to jump into conversation when you just say, hi, I'm new, you use the points. Easy. They just click a button. They don't have to type or anything. And then you can say hi to them. You can talk to them for a little bit, and they feel like they're more part of the community. This is one of the biggest ones. I think this is the last one that I have. Stop listening to big names about how to grow on Twitch or YouTube. They grew in a time that was totally different than where you are right now. This is a little bit different. There's way more people trying to grow right now, and then nothing that they did back then is going to work. They typically were in the right place at the right time, which is still how you have to grow on Twitch, right? It's still the way that it is right now, but you have to put a little bit more creativity, and you have to do things outside of the box that they really didn't have to do. So stop listening because they don't really know what it's like to grow right now. It's a little bit different. Guys, I think the next one actually, we're not gonna do the mic one next. I think we're gonna actually do 5 mistakes that I made. We're gonna do that one next. But yeah, guys, I hope that any of those comments or any of those tips were helpful for you. If not, let me know down below if they were, or if you have your own tips, let me down below, or come tell me and stream. I stream every Monday through Friday at twitch.tv/itsop, 10 Eastern AM to 3 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, I'll see you there. Hopefully tell me how bad it was. If you like the video, hit like. If you want more, Dan will love this. Hit the subscribe button for Dan, not for me. Okay, Dan's the editor if you don't know who Dan is. Guys, I love you. Love yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yo, I'm hungry where them Cheetos at. They stay biting like where them mosquitoes at. I'm on point like an elbow. Hands red like Elmo. My mama said, have you had enough? I looked and I said, no ma'am. I go ham in the grocery store or Spanner and Takis.